miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Oregon State's offense as they take control of the football first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready. Back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job just to get rid of that one.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Quick give. It's Hampton. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Beavers will punt this one away. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. He may have a matchup on the outside he can really take advantage of. A lot of teams have attacked this corner. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing more. Pulls it in. It's Bear.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it down. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short,
makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Here, headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Right side, it's Bear. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space. It's Hatcher. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hits inside. It's Hill. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dante Moore. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Moore. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Moore will throw. Out wide left, it's Davison. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon, a lot of ground and pound, and a lot of physicality.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he avoids the sack.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Just gets rid of that one.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Touchdown, Ducks! Stealing a score on special teams. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. From deep, it's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Play action on first down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to get the corner. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
when you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore, play action. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Bear. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Straight ahead, it's Davison. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
In the red area, it's Hill. Trying to cash in on this drive. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go play action with Moore. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last play not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. From the gun, it's Hill. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Looking for the marker, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tries to do it himself. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And it's incomplete on third down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
More. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore with the play fake. Right side, it's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Again, it's Moore. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. On the run, it's Hatcher. There he goes. Past the 50. Smashes ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Beavers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide left, it's Bear. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside, it's Hill. Enough to move the chains. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Now back to your game in Corvallis. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. More play action. Left side, it's Davison. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Tells to run, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Hill. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Bear. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Newberry. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He'll keep it on second down. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll go play action with Moore. Still looking to his right. Trying to find his man in the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving, it's Hatcher. Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll ride the hot hand. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bring him down.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Caught on the RPO. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Davison. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Hill. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and short now from their own 48. right at the line. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
First down for the offense.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fires quickly. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Out wide left, it's Bear. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore with the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Moore to throw. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The give on the counter. They put the brakes on him.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Handoff again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Rush right in his face. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. Hits him with a stiff arm. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time...
Looking to take a shot. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
More play action. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Bear. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. From the 6. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. Dante Moore. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. They were all over it. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Hits the hole. It's Hatcher. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The Beavers will call on their punt team. Searching for space. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Moore. Rushes on. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.